Okay, I'm fucking tired of fucking waiting on this mod here to update. I don't know if I continue, if it'll screw things up if they update the mod after I've played a couple games or whatever, however long it takes. It's just been since Wednesday morning that Madden came out with an update, and they haven't updated the mod, so who knows how long it's going to take. The new Madden's going to be coming out in a couple months, so I don't even know if they're going to take it seriously. I would think so, but I want to watch some fucking football, and I want to get going. I've waited long enough. So worst case scenario is I have to basically redo everything, which not the end of the world, but I'd probably have to take snippets of however many weeks I got done and like who won, who lost, and kind of force the CPU teams to win lose, including the Panthers. It's just that the stats would be off, but it's yeah, I mean it's all for fun. So um, to kind of continue on the trade deadline video, I'm going to complete the trades here. May even be a little bit more generous than I was talking about there. I think the only regrets I'm going to have is, if I'm fleecing them, which I don't think I am. I really don't think I am. And if I end up regretting it, sleep on it some more nights down the road, then maybe I'll hook them up later on down the road. When it comes to the Rams trade, I did give them Damian Lewis for a third round pick when I could have taken more. He was like what, mid 80s overall. They needed a left guard. So, anywho, the new format I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the weekly strategy before each video instead of doing it before I start recording. Um, I don't know if I worded that right, but I'm gonna go over it while recording, and that way I can kind of, if I ever don't remember how that game went, I can go back and look and see how I did it because I don't remember this shit. Like I can't remember what I did for the Cowboys and Colts. So, anywho, let's go ahead and take advantage of the trade deadline here. Make a splash. Um, let's start with the Rams. That's the most important one, and we're gonna give them this first, this second, Bryce Young, uh, Tershawn Wharton. Oh, and then I'm gonna sweeten the deal. I don't think I went over this. I signed Kobe Hudson from the practice squad. Give him an opportunity. He's not going to make our roster next year. Even if he ended up better than Jimmy Horn Jr., I like Jimmy Horn Jr. better, and I'm not going to get rid of this speedster or anyone else. So that way they kind of fill the wide receiver hole that we're giving them. Bryce goes with someone familiar he knows. And if I end up wanting to trade T Mac next year because he doesn't pan out, I'll look to the Rams first, and I'll cut him a deal. Um, right now it's kind of a handshake deal. This is a big blockbuster trade right by the trade deadline, but we're being aggressive and going to try to get who we think will help our team make the playoffs. And I think we wanted their six too, and that worked yesterday without Kobe Hudson. Like so, if I'm doing the RPG here, I called them and then they said they would do that. I'm gonna throw in Kobe Hudson to help fill that wide receiver hole, and then oh wait, oh no, yeah, I did give him the second. Okay. So to kind of review, you know, Bryce for Puka, um, an early second round pick for Braden Fisk, who's a trade target, veteran trade target. So I guess hold on, let me how can I make this more seamless? We called the Rams to see what they would need for Puka. They said they wanted a quarterback, and and we said, well, no. For a quarterback, you need to give us a little bit more. So give us your first round pick. They said, well, how about you give us your first round pick? And we said, well, hey, now we're giving you too much, so give us Braden Fisk. They they wanted the second for him, and Tershawn Wharton, and then that's pretty much, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, blockbuster trade, but here's what it does for us fans. Gives us a more reliable receiver. You know, make sure that no stone is unturned to start winning games. We know Bryce Young. We're not going to re-sign him. And even if you're a Bryce Young fan, which I've become, I like an underdog, and he's gone through some adversity. It's going to be an amazing story. He hasn't worked out since I've taken over as GM, but now we kind of get to follow him with the Rams with another team. So we get to kind of root for him with the Rams while we root for the Panthers. Um, these trade off for first round picks. We're basically both betting each other that we're going to win the bet and we're going to have better records. So, um, and then Kobe Hudson gets an opportunity. Tershawn Wharton was almost fucking cut this offseason. Basically, he left us. I don't mind trading him at all. We're getting Braden Fisk, who's going to take all snaps for us at alongside Derek Brown, and so he's going to be on the field every play unless he's tired. And we're gonna re-sign him to like probably a 3-year deal. Um, yeah, I think it's fair. Bryce Rapuka, Braden Fisk, and Tershawn Wharton. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling too guilty. It's just a big trade. I get that, but we're trying to make a big splash, and we're not done. So let's see. They took it yesterday. I don't think we're gonna have any issues here. Let's take it today. Let's make this happen. Let's give Bryce a new lease on a new career path with the Rams, back in California, with a great offense. Done deal. And we pick up my favorite late, day 3 pick. Now the next move is we probably don't need it, but we're gonna go overboard. We want this defense to stop the fucking run. Oh, what am I doing? Now we're gonna be in a little bit of hurt if Arch gets hurt. But you know what? No, we're not, dude. Bryce just did not fit here, bro. There's even rumors that T Mac and Bryce knew they could probably end up with the Rams and kind of been sabotaging us. So right now, I'm calling T Mac and I'm saying, look, bro, I almost put you in that trade, but if you know if you want to go to them, you better show them this year that you're worth it. Otherwise, you're going to go to them and you're not even going to start. So, um, yeah, it's entirely possible. But for now, I'm taking the blame when it comes to wide receiver performance lately. The scheme fit didn't really match them. Now it will. But now I'm calling the Ravens. And I went over this in the trade deadline video. Um, here's let's see here. Trade target Young. You see right there in the tags. Trenton Simpson, man. I'm excited for Gabe Powers, but he's just not ready, and I don't want to take any more chances. Now here's the thing: is that they need a running back, or how should I put it? You know what? I'm gonna see if they're willing to fucking give me a seventh in addition, and I'm gonna give you this second round pick. All right. I'm pretty confident I'm not gonna need these seconds that I'm giving away, and I maintained a first, which is gonna help me get a backup quarterback to Arch Manning, a young one, an exciting one. I'm gonna buck the trend when it comes to not drafting two first round quarterbacks. Screw that shit, man. I want challenges. So I'm going to give him Jonathan Brooks because I signed Zamir White from free agency. He's more of a scheme fit. Jonathan Brooks isn't. and now we get to see Brooks get a chance out there in Baltimore, which is a good team. They need a running back, and it's a scheme fit for them. But to kind of help fill that middle linebacker role, I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit just for them. I'm going to give them Troy Anderson, who will not make this team next year. Um, he was kind of like, he wasn't a miss for me, but he definitely didn't progress as he has for me in franchises past where I didn't do a slow sim. I basically helped him develop. So and we have Gabe Brooks now, who's a speedy, coverage type middle linebacker, inside linebacker. So basically, these two for him, and then Troy Anderson for that seventh. I think that's a fair deal. It's a high second round pick right now. He's a trade target. So was Fisk. The only one that wasn't a trade target was Puka, but that was, Rams. You tell me what you need for us to go get him. All right. So we're gonna submit this, and we have a yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. All right. Yeah, I think my only regret is just like, is this mod making trades easier? Which there have been times where trades were harder. So I don't. I think it takes into these tags when someone's a trade target. I do think it kind of might make those trades a little easier than like some other ones where, um, dude, they weren't. I was trying to give a second for someone. It's just like, why wouldn't you take it? That was like, I think, the first season. But anyway, let's go update the depth chart. I've got Cam starting, but he's going to get a shit ton of touches as a third down back in this scheme. All right, Puka, wearing number 12. You are a Panther, bro. All right, we got two Pacific Islanders. I apologize if I'm ignorant. Polynesians, Samoans, just Pacific Islanders, bro. We got this theme going, even with Mokofisi at center, Nomura at the big nickel. Um, so let's see here. Do we want? I think that's good for now. Hold on. Let's do this. All right. Those are our top three at wide receiver. And when Excel comes back, maybe I'll put Harbor at fourth. I want to see Excel succeed. And what this also does too is, okay, let's just say they knock it out of the park. We got some time for them to develop, but hopefully not too much to where they're out of our price range when their contracts are up. Um, but the main thing with McMillan is I don't know if I could afford him next year. I know I'm not doing the fifth year option, or that's probably not likely, but yeah, McMillan there. Um, he may be on the trading block next year, but if he turns it around with this new scheme and he's not asking for a whole bunch, I could see re-signing him. And then when Harbor and Excel get to, or T-Mac, if between the three of them, they get to a level to where Nakua, isn't really needed because the other guys are high 80s or mid 80s to 90 or something. He could be a trade target for us before his contract's up. I would have liked to have seen, these three guys down here progress, but they're just, dude, it's like, I don't know, man. We need something on offense. We've been trying. We got a better running game, but that's just, I don't know, man. It's just we're 2-5. All right, tight end's good. Left tackle. This guy's been great. Great rookie pickup, man. Pass protecting left tackle. Um, I think that's kind of what scheme fit does. Let's go ahead and change this guy's. Oops, I can't here. Damn it. Can I change his player card? No, I can't. Okay. Christensen's playing for the injured Moten right now. All right, here we got. Okay, I know what I need to do here. Game will start in a little bit. For some reason, it's not saying Derek Brown's a scheme fit here, but it did say it in the other one, or in the team scheme page. I think I'm still gonna have him play where he's playing though. Yeah, I think for this game I will. All right, so now he's a scheme fit. He's not. But if I do this, he will be. Wearing number 55. Yeah. So now all these. Oh, he's not a scheme fit? How the hell is he not a scheme fit? Oh, he needs to be a left end, that's why. Eh. Alright, maybe that's why he hasn't. I kind of took the team scheme page a little too close to heart, so. Alright, let's go back to depth chart. Alright, Derek Brown. Let's do. Wait. He's a backup there. Yeah, Ben's been okay. Like I said, this is a little overkill. Um, just wanted to take advantage of him being a trade target veteran and kind of sweeten the deal for us after giving that first and a second. All right, we're good there. Good here. All right, this is where we want to. Okay, you're playing alongside Wallace now, man. I want you guys just to go wreck it. Hopefully I see a difference here between these two. I think we will. If we don't, then I screwed up. Whatever. You only live once. Okay. We did pick up Rebel Jr. for a late pick. Um, and we just did resign Dotson to extend contract because he's kind of holding on that last spot. I mean, we could play Moss. I thought he was a scheme fit though. Maybe not. I basically I think I move him in when if we're having trouble I kind of have him replace someone here. We'll kind of play it by ear. Hicks. I was doing the same with Richie over Hicks, but right now we can't. I don't want to chance it. Their last line of defense. Hold on a second. Ah, I would have thought he had more break tackle. Yeah, we'll just keep it like it is. I did have in kickoff safety. I guess that's who takes the kickoffs too. I did have him up there, and he was booming them out the end zone. So I actually rather they return it, and hopefully we can get a couple yards. Okay, so Darius Taylor's our third down running back. So in this offense, he'll get a lot of touches. Slot receiver. Who do we want? I don't even know what it really means. Should we go with Puka here? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Rush left end, rush right end, rush tackle. Okay, here's, I need to make this move. Bam. This one too. All right, that covers the depth chart. Now we're going to go over the standard weekly stuff. Okay, so these guys are really good at running the ball and stopping the run. So we're going to go defend inside run. And I don't like throwing it short. I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go. Let's throw it deep, man. Or do we do blitz counter? Blocker blitz awareness, double moves versus off coverage. Let's go blitz counter. Alright, I have to try to remember that other not. So stop inside run blitz counter is how we're playing this one. Let's take a look at our team scheme here. Alright, so see, look, dude, it's looking a lot better. I mean, sometimes I almost want to just sign a fucking fullback. But I'm thinking it's not the whole team, it's like the individual players, that how they perform. So our base 3-4 is like 100% scheme fit. Let's look at the Giants over here. So they have Brian Daboll as coach. That's one thing I kind of regret never doing, going over who's coaching. Oh man, they have a good scheme going on defense. Let's take a look at our injury report and theirs and their depth chart. All right, so XL still out, Moton's still out. Oh, Brian Burns is gone. Is out. That's good for us. I'm assuming they're starting strong safety. Tracy Jr.'s out, so we're going to see Hubbard a lot. That'd be fun. Their starting left tackle's out. Man, they got some guys out. Okay, that's not bad news for us. Oh man, can't wait to get this game started. Jackson's Dart, they're starting. Quarterback, Chuba. We're gonna see him. Robinson, Neighbors, good two starting receivers there. Theo Johnson, tight end. Left tackle seat. Okay, so he was first round pick. 69 overall, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Some of these first round picks are just disappointing. Left guard, Cox. Okay, he's going to be our bitch so far. And, okay, they're running a 3-4, it looks like. That right end ain't that. Oh, but you got Dexter freaking Lawrence. So our interior guys are going to have their hands full today. Abdul Carter. Hold on a second. Wait a second. What did I? Damn it. Okay, he's a middle linebacker. He's a starting middle linebacker. Where is what's his face? Thibodeau. Huh. Wonder where he's at. I might go do a quick scan. Cornerback's pretty good. Good safety. Good. Oh, they signed Isaiah Simmons, huh? We're gonna have a big, strong safety back there. And accuracy, yeah, they have accuracy. Yeah, this guy's got speed and size. Let's go see where Thibodeau went real quick. What happened to him? I mean, shoot, he could be anywhere from like an outside linebacker to defensive end. I can't find him. I wonder how much he regressed. I'll have to find him somehow. I don't know. That's gonna bug me, but all right. I think that covers it. So let's get her started. Oh, let me save. I do have a backup to when this update happened. So hopefully, I have something solid to go back to if something screws up. I have a feeling nothing's going to screw up though. The longer I've thought about it. Let's go see how our new players do. We got Puka, Scorton, Derek Brown, and I just remembered something. One more thing. Abilities. All right, so he's got short out elite, mid in elite. All right, so these are all hot routes. So that's a slot-o-matic is one. Grab and go. I like this one. All right, let's change that right now. He's not going to be doing a lot of that. So all right, so slot-o-matic or acrobat. I'm going to say. I mean, he's already kind of going to catch all of them. This might help us. catches. I think this one's going to be more valuable. All right. Not all receivers need fancy footwork. When they enter the zone, they have increased success chance on stiff arm and chuck attempts at following the catch. I mean, dude, I honestly think these aren't really going to do much. Let's do that. What was the other one? What's the one that we had? This one? Increased success chance on stiff arm. It's the same thing, isn't it? The zone increases success rate on chucks and stiff arms. Oh, stiff arm and chuck. Yeah, same thing. Let's go. I don't know. This one's better. All right. We need to win some fucking games. It's game time. Do or die. We're 2-5. We're only 2 games back from the division, though. That we can make that ground up, especially when we have a lot of games against. We've only played one division conference.
It's the
sorry,
Panthers
division
and the Giants on Monday night.
Come on, guys. Come on, Arch. You need to grab this bull by the horns.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Oh, we had a.
Thanks for having us in.
I think we may have had a couple number changes. So Nick Harbor's now number 7.
A little bit more urgency. The calendar page
Fits his high school
turns
number.
to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack.
All right. Oh, we're going to get the ball
The kicker,
first.
Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go here on Monday night.
All right, our game plan is throw it deep and stop the run.
And he'll
inside
work this
run.
one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, now their rookie quarterback.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, It's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
Got Puka. There he is.
Right side.
Nice. See, look at that. Fought for the extra
I want to
yard.
give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago.
What? They still didn't give it to him.
An enviable spot to operate from.
Play
Here's
action.
second and inches.
Go for it. Play action deep.
On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down,
Oh, damn it.
extend it.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Quick throw.
There you go,
taken
Harbor.
in, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Dude, he looks, and it, like, is it just me or does Nick Harbor just
They'll
look
come
like
up here. First
he wants it?
and 10. To the air is Manning.
Oh.
He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete.
Okay.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons
See,
as
look how many
possible here
snaps
early.
Taylor's getting, man.
Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
All right, here comes the thumper.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Back to throw is Manning. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in
All right,
the
let's see how
NFL,
this D
Mike,
looks now.
they
You got
can win
Fisk and
close
Simmons.
games, and they can win
Simmons
different
isn't in
style
right now,
games.
but
You're
Fisk
not
is.
going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, shoot, I didn't check their numbers.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. They get 22
Simpson,
yards
that's
there.
it, 49, okay.
First down, Giants.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Oh, shit, Fisk is after him. There you go.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Dude, I want to see that replay right
If
now.
you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down,
beat, though? I wanna
move
see who
up,
he beat.
cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
They get 2 long passes at the first down, so. All right.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup.
See, if we throw a toss play,
3rd and
we
long.
always lose yards. Get that.
He'll drop to throw.
Get him. Damn it.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
There you go.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Here's Manning. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Didn't drop it.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down a quick underneath completion, and then really gets the yards after the catch. That did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I don't like seeing that.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Damn, JC almost pick though.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. The Panthers off to the early advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Second and 11. From out of the gun, he'll throw.
There you go.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away. Get back out there on third down.
And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league.
Oh, nice.
And he'll be
I think
taken
that
down just
receiving yards is going to go
shy
more
of
to
the
Taylor
30.
now that he's the 3rd down back.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10. Madden.
God damn it, Arch.
The pass rush gets home and goes down.
Defense came out in a soft
I want to be
zone.
up more
I think
than
it
3.
caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Ooh, come
That's
on,
over the
bro.
middle, but it's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll
Dude, I
fall
saw that, dude.
to
He
the ground.
backed off the
It's
rush.
Incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll look to throw yet again.
Damn
Open
it.
man is Robinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up.
Don't need to make
They're
a
seeing
change.
the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
In motion, it's Robinson. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches.
Okay, good.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was
That is
close.
great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go for it with Hubbard.
See, we went stop
And he
inside
will
run.
have a Giants, and he's going to have the Jets.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately,
shit. Come on,
nothing to
man.
worry about. The
Really?
offense gets it done.
Chuba never did that for us.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him
Maybe
down.
one
He's a
fucking play,
powerful enough runner.
2 max.
You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's
Dude.
in trouble. And
What's
down
going
he
on,
goes.
man? All of a sudden we
Just
get rid
have
of
to be
Bryce and
better on
he doesn't
first
feel
down.
like
They've got
he has
find
to
a way
really prove
continue to
himself.
operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Now whistles here, and a penalty.
This is not looking
Somebody moved early up front.
like fun.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Looking to throw is Manning.
This
He'll
is
be
bad.
forced to
This
just
is
throw that
fucking
one away.
shitty.
It's incomplete.
Come on, man.
This
I just got
offense
you
has
Puka
to find a
Nakua.
way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations.
We can't rely on our
must-pass
defense.
Is not a recipe that their
The
offensive
scheme
coordinator
is different.
wants to operate in.
Playbook matches the scheme. Game plan.
Taken at the 19. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the
I
drive.
have a feeling, dude, if
He'll
we're
be
going to
hit
turn
as
this
he
around,
throws,
something's going
and that one will
to have
wind
to
up
happen on D.
incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to
They're
get the
gonna go
ball in the
screen
hands of your
pass,
running
watch.
backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Oh, shit.
That's
Here we go.
over the middle and take it in.
Here we
He's
go with the
got it.
dink and dunks.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one. They'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing now, Manning.
Oh my fuck!
He'll be forced to
What
just
are we
throw that
doing?
one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike,
At
they
least
have
run
to
it
find
and
a way
get
to
call a
capitalize on
timeout
this
or
drive
something.
right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
3rd and a yard. Now Manning. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. On 3rd down, it's Manning. He's going to look
Holy shit!
for the home
Are
run
you
ball.
shitting me?
And he will go
Are you
all
shitting me?
the way. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his 3rd touchdown
Wow.
on the year.
I was not
And what a
expecting that.
swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points. And you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
A try here for the extra point.
Holy shit.
The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
Wow.
And welcome in everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home.
All right, how'd the
Joe
Bucks do?
Mixon,
They beat the
well
Falcons.
over 100 yards rushing with
Saints
a touchdown
lost.
run as well.
Rams.
From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on
We
the
have
Lions
Monday
at
night.
home
Why
at Ford
haven't they
Field.
played?
And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Jared Goff leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. The Bears are right up there near the top of the power rankings as they finish the
Cleveland
first
killed
half
KC.
with a 6-2 record. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready
We
to get
stutter
going
on
again. They'll have it
Passing
first
somewhere.
in this
I'm
third
thinking I
quarter.
might make a little quick
Trail by
change.
4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with
wow.
Hubbard.
Okay, good.
Trying to find some
was that?
place to go, but
that tackle.
nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The catch made by Nakua. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Here's Manning. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Back to throw is Manning.
Shit.
He'll be forced to just throw that one
scares
away.
me, man, when it takes too long.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And not much there.
Okay.
He's back to the
I guess
original
he did
line.
better against
No gain
Lawrence
on
than he
that.
did Buckner on that play.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight.
Damn.
The Giants offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And this will be a Giants 1st down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, and he's going to go down
Fisk
yet
with 2
again.
sacks.
He has been
Panther
under fire
debut.
all game long.
And the big guys
Stay
up front
down,
in the
fucker.
offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. Well, that
We're not,
helps going to
even
be
with
a
our
much
blitzing,
more
we're just not
manageable
getting there.
3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
There we go.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead.
Damn it.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
That was a beautiful punt.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep.
You better fucking do something, Robert Hunt.
1st and 10.
You better block that fucker.
Drive will start on the ground. And the defense thinking they have the safety here, but the spot is just outside the goal line. Good play, but no 2 points. They'll stick with him again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Thank God I deleted fucking outside run plays.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They stop
that
the
series
behind the
sucked.
line. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Can he boot it? Not really.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. It's a zone read given to Hubbard.
Dude, where's our fucking run
And they'll
defense?
take this down inside the 35.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down.
Curl routes just kill me, man.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson.
Watch your tight curl route. Oops.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson.
Do I need to call plays too? What the fuck?
The 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants.
Look at that shit. Here we go. There we go.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down
nice
here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They need one right now. 3rd and long.
You need to stop. And
They'll
they hand
try
it
the
off.
right side with Hubbard. He's going to get this down to the 8, but that is it. Defense holds him there, and they force 4th down.
It's the second best case scenario right there. Come on, offense.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to get back within a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they
What did it
inch
for
a
him was
bit
that punt,
closer
man. That punt
here in this
changed it.
4th quarter.
And I can tell you
Dropped it
firsthand,
right
Mike,
there
when you
at
find
the
yourself
goal line.
trailing in a game,
The
you
1-inch
don't feel
line.
very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too
Damn
much,
it, dude.
and they drop
That's
him in the
Moten
backfield.
and Christensen. Fuck.
After the loss of 3, it is
He's
2nd
going up
and
against
13.
Abdul Carter.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning.
Let go of it, bro. Damn it. Damn it.
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard.
So we had a good first drive.
Dodge one would-be tackler.
Couldn't punch it
Wind
in.
up
Got a
getting
field goal.
A nice gain of 6 on the
Since
play.
then, it's been nothing except
They'll
for
come
that
up now
last second
for
in
2nd down
bomb.
and 4.
the second half, in the first half.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Relying on the defense again.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Will Hernandez out of UTEP. Guilty that time. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw.
Oh my fucking God, we need this. Are you shitting me right now? Okay, we got it. Oh God, thank God.
Out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it?
Oh, see,
and
man,
which team does a
I
better
do it.
job
We needed something on
taking it
D.
away.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position.
Punch it in, bro. Make it feel a little bit better.
Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle.
We
It's
need a
2nd
win.
and 5. To the air is Manning. That's right side and brought in by
Dude, we got
Williams.
receivers, man. I don't want to delete these fucking like multi-tight end sets. Well, no, we do have a good. Okay,
They'll
max
come up
3,
to
max 2,
3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Manning.
Confuse everybody. Holy
And
shit.
that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag.
Haven't been able to stop
they
the
have
inside
tried
run
to
as well.
throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all
Okay, so we're
game
getting
long.
sacks, but we've done this before.
When you
so
can
we get a
bring
shit ton of sacks
quarterbacks
and we
on
lose
pressure,
the game.
man, that changes
And they still
everything
dink and
for the
dunk us
defensive
and get
play caller.
a shit ton of passing
Offense has spent
yards.
all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
I didn't change the fucking sliders at all, man. We're just getting that many sacks. I wish it actually meant something. Wish we could be up by a couple touchdowns right now. Not dealing with that
And that's
shit.
going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Come on, guys. Don't fucking give this up. Get them off the fucking field. Okay, I'll
That's
take it.
caught over the middle by Johnson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Don't fuck
The
this
Panthers
up, Arch.
offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if
I'd
they
rather
can
not
put
run it
something
towards
together
97.
here, beginning with 1st and 10.
And that's exactly
On
what they
1st
do.
down, they'll start with Taylor. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Manning.
Ooh, damn,
And
it
that's
fucking
gonna be
drops it,
incomplete.
bro.
coverage was good that time.
Holy
The contact
shit.
jarring the ball loose
We're
and
cursed.
forcing third down.
We're cursed.
They go
And
play
a
action,
sack.
and they will continue to go
Holy
backwards.
fuck.
He's taken down for a second.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die
I thought it was
territory.
supposed to be a blitz
After
counter.
that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do
That's a
their
fucking
job,
boot.
because defense certainly did theirs.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
He's got his man. That's Neighbors. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's fucked.
And this offensive
Holy
line
shit,
just
he got
has no
fucked.
answers right now.
We needed
it's
that
another
bad.
sack.
Are they going to go for it, though?
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
On 4th down, out comes the
Damn.
punter.
1 sack
He'll
away.
come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
Oh,
And we will
shit, he
not have a
pumped,
return
too.
here. This one
Okay,
angled
you
out of
fucks.
bounds. The Panthers
You
offense
offensive
ready
fucks.
for this next possession. They'll
I
start
need
it
to see
here
a
with a
couple
1st
first
and
downs
10.
here, man. Do not make this harder on us.
Manning
than it
going to
needs to
throw
be.
to start the drive.
Okay.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job
Stay in, bro.
getting both feet down inbounds.
Yeah, congratulations.
Come to the
You need
line
to stay
now
in, though.
on 2nd and 2.
Oh, shit. We're running it right at 97, aren't we? Against Icky. And there he is.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be stuck well behind the
Fuck.
line of scrimmage. A play
That was against our
going
center.
absolutely nowhere. 3rd and 5.
Oh, yes.
That's hot. Left side.
Yes.
It's complete. And he'll be taken down
Oh, that's
as the
scary,
clock
man.
ticks.
It's always
towards
scary.
2 minutes to play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Now a give on the ground. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. A handoff as they
He's
try
gonna
to
get
run
it.
it here.
Oh, shit.
And now we get a timeout.
That's what you
by
do
the
when you don't
defense.
run
So the clock stops
right to
with a
97.
minute 50 left in the game.
Damn. Clutch.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. This was not the offensive
The defense still with
fireworks
all 3 timeouts at their disposal.
I was
as
really
quarterback's
hoping to
down
see.
2 and E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's
If
2nd and
if
11.
you pass this fucking ball.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Why are you even snapping it, man? All right, game over. Thank God. That was just... What do we do, man?
So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.
Oh, man. All right. 214 total yards offense to their 245. We rushed for 66 yards to their 102. Threw for 148 to their 143. Oh, man. Maybe I need to go back to actually having Taylor start. I mean, I think it's a better setup because he gets more of like the thumper carries, and he's more of the third. He gets more passes, and anyway. Oh man, Nick Harbor saved us. Blocking, okay. Look at that, Icky. This is going to be interesting. So, 4 fucking sacks for Scorton. No interceptions. Let's go look at that one play to Nick Harbor, 56-yard touchdown. Alright, so he's lined up on the right. Now see, I thought this would have been like a prevent or a Hail Mary. Yeah, he just beats the safety, like, easily. Alright, Christensen got injured. Let's see how he looks. Oh, not good. 4 weeks, 5 weeks. We're gonna have to trust some young kids, man. At a pretty vital position. He don't mean shit. I want a fucking players only meeting is what I want. Okay, weekly awards. Look at Bryce. See? He's already doing better. Wow. Oh man. Oh wait, hold on. How many? Four passing touchdowns, one rushing touchdown. Dude. All right. If we beat the Falcons, we'll be second in the division. Yeah. Nick Scorton leading the league with 11 sacks. Good, nice to see. Uman Mielen was up there too, man. Yeah, I think he has 10 sacks now. So 42-14. Oh, my goodness. And they did it without Puka. And look at that. Oh my goodness. Two touchdowns. Wow. Good for them, bro. Hey, this now I feel like I didn't fleece them, and judging by our score, they might have fleeced us. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Good to see. Too bad that he couldn't do it with us. All right. How are we gonna solve this right tackle issue? Okay, so either one of these guys could start. This guy's a star rating, but I did have him in there. I think part of a game, and he just looked like he wasn't ready. Owens out. Yeah, that's pretty much my. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. That's my only option. These two guys right here, or Mays. I think I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. Joey Tenona out of Purdue, seventh round draft pick. This guy was, I think, a seventh round pick too. But hold on. Yeah, he's better pass blocking. I think we're gonna have to try that. Hey, I'm looking for someone to step in when Moten retires, so this is their chance right here. Hopefully, we don't have anyone scared. Oh, I'm sorry, Jalen Walker. Damn. I wonder if I could. If they don't have a right edge rusher, maybe move the left tackle over the right tackle for a game. I could always do that during game too. All right, let's see here. What's going to be the game plan? I'll probably start up another one here shortly. Let's see. Okay, they are really bad at running the ball, supposedly. So I'm probably going to go defend medium pass. And then they're bad at defending the pass and the run. So I should probably take a look at their depth chart. Injury report first. Okay, this guy's out, 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 out. It's going to be rookie quarterback versus rookie quarterback. I'm not buying this whole they're not good at running. I think that's more fast sim shit. But maybe it's their offensive line. Alright, so Jalen Walker is going to be a problem. Danielle Hunter could be a problem. What happened to... Dude, some of these players are fucking disappearing, man. And they have really good back four. Oh shit. I say we run the ball. And I don't know how to handle their offense right now. I'm thinking run the ball and then I guess I can do defend short. Anyway, I'll take a look at it, figure out. I'll start up another one. I want to see wins. All right, I'll end this one here.